the real hood to the most dangerous part of the town. Here we go. I'm on the other side of the church. It's kind of a regular street. I mean, look, I'm definitely getting weird looks. People don't really like camera pointing at them. All right, look, today didn't really go as planned. It's my last day here. I've only got 1.5 batteries left. My camera always overheats here, but whatever. It's Friday. I leave in the morning, and danger. And I'm finally gonna take a quick gander to Las Gaviotas, the most dangerous place or one of the most dangerous cities. It's like the true barrio. Sun's almost setting, which is probably even more dangerous time to go there. But we're gonna kind of just do a quick little run through. This was a place where just, I think a couple of weeks ago before I arrived, there's video captured of two 15-year-old boys on a moped with a butcher knife trying to steal a guy's backpack and stab him. Luckily, the guy ran really fast and got away. The kids jumped back on the bike with their butcher knife and got out of there, but they were caught on video. And I believe one of the boys was tracked down and arrested. That is the kind of danger, the kind of crazy shit that happens during the day in Las Gaviotas. So now it's sunset, I'm heading over there. Who knows what'll happen. On the way there, getting our last walk through Centro and Villahermosa, and then right over to Gaviotas.
And here we go, finally on our way to Gaviotas Norte. It's a place I've been wanting to go to for quite a while now, and mainly because everybody tells me not to. Gaviotas Norte is split off from the rest of the downtown area by the river Grijalva, and that's why they have that beautiful bridge and mirador that we've been to quite a few times. So let's head across that bridge and check it out.
But this is the walk through to the mirador, which then leads to the bridge to Gaviotas. A little guy there with a basket on his head for things to sell. Like, it's just so common here to see kids start working at like 5 years old, all alone, all day, nobody watching them, nobody supervising them, just selling shit. That's why Mexicans know how to hustle. You know, they start early. Sad, but I'm sure you really learn how to get things done when you start that young. Back at the mirador, the construction there is from the rivers, really kind of coming around the whole area. Sunset, skaters, people coming and going from work, and the mirador. So we just got to cross this bridge, and then we're going to the real hood.
All right, quick history lesson. Why the hell did they call this place Gaviotas? I mean, who names a part of town Seagulls? That's weird, right? Well, Gaviotas got its name because there was a lot of damn seagulls here. That's it. End of story. Simple as that. Back then, this was the biggest trading hub in Villahermosa. The birds, they would follow the ships that would come to port here on the Grijalva River, and, well, it would seem that the seagulls were happy here and they wanted to stay a while. Now, for a long time, there wasn't even a bridge here. Most people would cross this river by small boat or river ferry. The first major bridge was built in 1965 that connected the city center to the Gaviotas area, which finally made it start to grow. But culturally, things didn't grow so quickly. Oftentimes, people from this side of the river would look down on people from that side of the river. They saw it as the rougher, more working class side of town. And, well, that stigma still exists today, which is exactly why everybody tells me not to go here. In 1994, that's when they finally built this beautiful mirador, which they named Torre del Caballero, along with this pedestrian bridge. And finally, people from both parts of the town were connected and had an easy way to cross in and out. And just like that, two sides of the city that once looked down upon each other were finally brought together. Now, did it work? I have no idea. Everybody keeps telling me it's bad, but I want to go find out for myself.
This is a bridge that Edith and her mother never crossed. They never would cross. Scary side of town. bad time to go. Sunset. Walk around with the camera. A little nervous, but we'll be okay. Got a great view of the river. I think I'm gonna try and take a pochi. Here we go. It's the mirador. Hola. Quiero ir a la calle que es más importante, que es más ocupado aquí en Gaviotas. Sí.
Solamente por allá, por el...
¿Es cerca o es muy cerca?
Sí, hay mucha gente ahí.
Oh, sí.
Hay una prepa, la secundaria y el parque.
Ok, gracias.
Ahí aquí, joven. Otra cerca. La gaviota.
Okay, that's a little easier than I thought. I thought I was going to take a pochi, but the lady said that the more busy street nearby is right here next to the park. So we're going to walk. Oye, ¿cuál dirección es la calle que es más ocupado en Las Gaviotas? ¿Es allá? Oh.
La calle más transitada.
Sí, sí.
Tiene esta, un malecón.
¿Esto?
Ajá.
Pero el otro, como con muchas tiendas y restaurantes.
Ajá.
¿Es allá?
Hacia el parque.
Okay, ¿es al parque? Okay, gracias. Yeah, same direction. Guy said just over to the right. Said parque. I don't know if that's the name of the street or if it's just near the park. I assume it's near the park. La fruta. This is kind of like the main church here in Gaviotas. You can see it from the mirador. I think there were some shops up here earlier today. Looks like everybody's taking them down for the day. So this is probably the parque shopping area that they were talking about. Walking through that neighborhood felt a little uncomfortable just because people are coming home from work. I know for a fact they don't see gringos with cameras walking around ever. So just getting weird looks, you know. I feel a little not at ease, but mostly fine. This is where it looks like the afternoon market is, so take a look. Here we go, I'm on the other side of the church. It's kind of a regular street. It's dudes on motorcycles around here that you gotta worry about. They see you with the camera, they drive by, take your shit without you even knowing. We got a little shop here.
At this point, I'm starting to realize the same thing I realize on many of my travels, is that oftentimes the rumors you hear aren't quite really the same as reality. As I walk around, I'm still feeling a bit tense from all the kind of bad things I've heard, but I'm also starting to realize that this is just a regular neighborhood with regular neighborhood things happening.
So far, it doesn't seem like arguably dangerous by any means. You see women and children about. Of course, they're all locals. Like, I'm the exact type of person that somebody's gonna want to take something from. You know, I'm obvious. It's like even the graffiti walls have been given up on. Big old hole, sewer hole, straight up in the ground. That's just another example of why you just gotta watch where you walk around here. Oh, hey, I just found all the shops and stuff. We've got another giant gaping sewer hole. If one were to just be walking around aimlessly at night, it's certain death. It's certain death just walking. Arguably, it's the young people in the parks that are going to be the most dangerous. They're the ones that don't give a shit. That'll just fucking stab you and take your shit. Hay mucha ropa aquí. They have a lot of clothes here. Toallas. It's a big park. I mean, that's why they got the market here. Because everybody comes here after school and work to play soccer. Blankets. I mean, look, I'm definitely getting weird looks. People don't really like camera pointing at them, but I'm not feeling unsafe, at least during the day here. These guys are playing baseball. Oh shit, or they're playing softball. See, this is where I should have been hanging out the whole time. I could have brought my glove and played catch with these guys. It's like fast pitch softball. Buenas tardes. Modelos. Might have been making the pitcher nervous by standing right behind home plate, so I'm gonna move. Go, 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 go. That's cool, the little neighborhood houses. They're kind of out watching the softball game. I can kind of peek around the corner here. All right. Got some flag football over here. Check this out. Buenas tardes. Nice, nice, nice. Oh! And here we are at a lagoon. The lagoons here and waterways have crocodiles, just as the river, so they're not safe places to like super hang out and chill, but we're gonna take a walk around the lagoon. But yeah, the more I walk around here, the safer I feel. Like you're just getting a vibe of people coming home from work, people playing soccer in the park. Just the stories, the news. Like when I first left for this little walk, I told you about the kids that jumped off the bike with a butcher knife. This is the poor side of town. But just as I'm learning pretty much everywhere I go, most people are nice. Most people are friendly. Early on I learned, even to the people that seem to be kind of more rude, you say buenas noches, buenas tardes, whatever, and they answer you and they smile. People in general are just nice. They're just good people. I wouldn't be afraid to go to watch a game at the park, to watch a softball game or a baseball game or a football game, or whatever. And even at the sunset while at the park, to take a pochie back to the other side of town, or a cab, or even just to walk from that park home, I probably wouldn't feel that afraid. At this point I might be looking for trouble. I crossed the freeway. That's usually where bad things happen, right? Go on the other side of the tracks, the other side of the freeway, just taking a quick peek, see what else we can find. Everybody in that car there was just like staring at me. Like, what is this guy doing? Yeah, this is real hood. What is that? Not gonna walk around too much more because there's not a whole lot more to see. Definitely a little creepier of a vibe here. Still, I don't think there's anything to worry about, but I mean, these little neighborhood corners, Guy walking around with a camera seems a little exploitative, you know. People might think to themselves, oh, here's a stupid gringo trying to exploit our poor neighborhood for YouTube views. Which in a sense is kind of what I'm doing, but not really in that negative sort of way. I'm just kind of discovering, traveling, trying to kind of show the world that like dangerous, in quotes, places aren't really that scary. Danger, danger. Aye. Big hole. And then we're kind of now entering more of a local walking neighborhood area. Just had those young boys following behind me. I wasn't afraid of them, but you never know when somebody's behind you. They can just whack you in the back of the head, so I just kind of turned around. But then again, look, I just walked by a teenage couple, you know? So what am I afraid of? It's like the stories in my head, the things that people have told me, the stories that I've heard about Las Gaviotas, how dangerous, how scary. Even the news here, the video of those kids with the butcher knife. Empanadas, tostadas. That's another thing in all these neighborhoods. Like anybody that has a house can just sell things out of their house. There's no laws, rules, regulations, taxes. You have a property or you're renting a property near a busy area. You create a business. Back around the corner. And we're gonna head back across the highway. Maybe, if possible, I can walk by that little bar with the music and see if I can get a beer. I think it's probably around 6 o'clock now. There's that lagoon over there. Tried to go into the place that looked like a bar, but the front area looked closed, like it was a closed restaurant. And then the top part with the music, I mean, it was all closed off, and it looks like it was actually a dance class up there. So that's one thing I've learned around here in general in Villahermosa. The bars are really closed off and kind of secret. Like they're not wide open for everybody to see. They're either closed doored, like with a partition so you can't see inside. Like it's kind of like a private thing to go to a bar. It's very different than the United States. Otherwise people just buy beer at the liquor store and drink at home, which I think is the most common thing. We are back at the lagoon. People were kind. I had a couple of moments that just freaked me out, but it's literally just because the stories that people tell, it's actually kind of cool. It's just neighborhoods, just people being alive, doing things, being normal, playing in the park. Look at all the ropes and ties right here, keeping up all the shop tents. It's kind of crazy. Yeah, this is like a mess of ropes. Rope City, Rope City. And here we are back on the bridge. Made it safely back home from Gaviotas. Going over to the Centro side. No harm done, no trouble caused. Didn't bump into anybody scary. This is my last day here in Villahermosa. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, all of that stuff. So I can go on more adventures like this. These really cool, unique, strange, and beautiful places like Villahermosa, Mexico. Thanks again. It's been a fun journey, and we'll see you on the next adventure.
The crocodiles. I forgot to mention the crocodiles. Look, out of all the dangerous crap I heard about Gaviotas Norte, the only thing that seemed dangerous was the potential for crocodiles in that lagoon I kept walking around. So if you go there, just watch out for crocodiles. Anyhow, I hope you enjoyed this video. Please don't forget to like, share, subscribe, comment, do all those things, and help me make more videos like this. I appreciate it. See you on the next one.